What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? In this video, I want to share with you a style of content that I would highly recommend that you inject inside of your ad accounts for this upcoming Black Friday, as well as this upcoming gifting push. Now, this style of content is going to be formatted inside of this Google Doc. I have included here multiple different templates that I will share with you guys, and I'm also going to directly showcase how to piece this together. So what are you actually, what are we going to be doing here, right? So we're going to be creating some native IG story ads. Now, what are native IG story ads? They're literally ads made inside of the Instagram app using native text styles that make your content seem less like an ad and more like an actual customer pieced it together. What you're going to need to set this up: some clear product images, some intentional copy using the structure below that we will talk about. You're going to obviously need an Instagram account, and you're going to need 2 brain cells at least. Now, if you don't have clear product showcase shots, use AI. The tech is literally there. You can use Nano Banana or any other model to generate photorealistic shots of any scenes. Use your 2 brain cells. Cool. So let's go ahead and start off by first selecting an image that we're going to be utilizing. I'm going to, for this first one, use this image here. I'm going to zoom that in a little bit. And you can see we pretty much have a picture of the product. We have the dog in the background. What are we doing for this text? So the very first style, I guess template style, whatever you want to call it, this is going to be for the top of the funnel. Basically, this strategy, I'm going to cover all the stages of the funnel and how you can utilize this strategy for creating some banger static ads. So for the top of the funnel, here is the copy structure that I would recommend you guys utilize. So for the first text block, we want to have some type of a statement that seems like it's from the customer's perspective. And we want this to be broad copy, again, specifically because we're trying to speak to more unaware demographics. In our case, we're mainly pushing for gifting right now, and using the copy, "This is one of the best gifts I ever bought," is pretty much a no-brainer. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize this copy to start piecing this together. We're literally going to go hit on this text block icon. We're going to put in the copy here. And I want to touch a little bit on the style of text that you want to utilize. So all of these styles here can work. All of them, okay? I'm going to go with this guy here. And I'm also going to make it so that we inverse it so that the white background is what we're utilizing with the black text. We're going to simply go ahead and position this here at the top. And then we're going to go ahead and grab the second piece of copy. Now, what do you want to do kind of for this second block? You want to explain what your product is, right? We're using clear product showcase photos for this, or AI generated photos. And we want to let people know very directly what this is, right? So I'm going to use this copy here. Again, you want all of the copy that you're utilizing here to feel like a customer or a creator or a third person pieced it together. That's very, very important. If you need help on actually piecing that type of copy together, I would highly recommend you check on Ecom Live. I have a bunch of videos of me just script writing. You can also utilize Claude and other LLMs to help you piece this together. This copy here is going to say, "It's our dog's face on a necklace that made my wife sob for 20 minutes when it arrived." Going to do the exact same thing. Just paste it in here. Rearrange it a little bit. Cool. And then for the third text block here, we want to have the company call out in a third person perspective. So I'm going to say it's made by a company called Puppering, and every piece is custom engraved. Same process. And for this last piece of text that we're going to be adding on this first ad that we're creating here, we're going to want to have a soft CTA. Now, what's really important is that you're not hard pitching them, especially on a top of funnel piece of content. You do want to have some type of CTA, but you don't want it to be like a go buy one right now. It's, you know, X% off, yada, yada. That's going to be more suited for your lower end of the funnel pieces of content, which we'll talk about here shortly. So we're going to use this copy here. They do not pay me, but you should definitely get her a pet face necklace. Literally go into here, boop, boop. And you can see just how easy this is actually to create. Now what I'm going to do is just play around with this text a little bit just so we can let it breathe a little bit. See what looks really nice. Cool. You're going to want to click then on this little drop down and you want to click on download. Beautiful. That's going to be one of the top funnel pieces. And again, this same structure you can utilize with different types of copy. I'm going to go ahead and just do one of each of these examples so I'm not wasting your guys' time and we can speed run through this. The next style here is going to be for the middle of the funnel. Now, for the middle of the funnel, you want to have the initial copy be copy that's speaking to the demos in the consideration phase. So these are people that might have seen your other ads, are thinking about buying the product, but have not bought it yet. So you can see the copy that we're using here is going to be, I don't know how my boyfriend read my mind, but look what came in the mail today. So this is speaking to people that might be thinking about buying our product, but have not made that decision yet. Let's go ahead, copy that. Going to go back here and we're going to go ahead and choose another image. Let's go with this one here. Same process. We're going to paste in the copy. We're going to now go and get that second text block in. For the second text block, we're going to do something very similar to the first one where we're directly explaining what the product is. Again, you want this to be in a third-person perspective. You can see here we're saying it's literally our dog's face on a necklace. I've been eyeballing it for months, and somehow my boyfriend just knew. Again, this is speaking to people that have some idea of what we're selling and are and feel like they are her, right? They can see themselves being this person. Let's go ahead, drop that in here as well. And I'll play around with rearranging this after I stick in the rest of this copy. For the third piece of text here, company call out in a third-person perspective. It's custom engraved with your dog's photo. Puppering did an amazing job. We'll go ahead, copy that. Paste it in here. And then for the last text here, we're going to also be doing some type of a soft CTA or benefit-driven statement. For this one here, we're saying send this to your mans. They will know what to do for Christmas. You can see we're not shilling them very hard yet. I'm just going to play around a little bit here to see what looks nice. You obviously don't want to be covering anything important, which here I'm trying to emphasize her face as well as the product and the picture. Cool, and then we're going to do the same thing and hit download. Oh, it said couldn't save. No. No. Give me a sec, let me fix that. All right, I have successfully saved it to my camera roll. I was out of storage. Let's go ahead and knock out this bottom of funnel piece of content. This one is going to be slightly different than the ones that we were working on before, as we are going to be speaking specifically to people that are ready to buy. So the type of copy that's going to work really, really well for this type of content is going to be either social proof content or really offer-based content. You can see here, we're saying, did anyone else catch at Pup Rings? Well, yeah, at Pup Rings Black Friday sale. Gonna go ahead and copy that. Go over here, and let's go ahead and find another one, another picture that we want to use. Let's go with this one. Let's go ahead and paste that in. Sweet. For the second piece of copy, we want to do an explanation of the offer. You can see here, we're saying they're giving 2 custom engraved necklaces for the price of 1. Going to go ahead, copy that, go over here, paste it in. For the third piece of copy, we're going to want to add some social proof. So we're going to say in this piece of content, we're going to say it came out perfect. I got one for myself and a free one for my mom. Again, very clearly explaining offer to people is going to help you significantly. Before we touch on the last piece of text here, I did want to mention that if you are interested in working one-on-one with myself and scaling one-on-one with myself, check out ecom.live/pricing. This is my one-on-one advisory, if you will, and I have a few more spots available for this month for Black Friday scaling, holiday scaling, all of the above. If you're interested in that, make sure to check out that, shameless promo. Last piece of copy here that we're going to be diving into and injecting is going to be a hard CTA. I know it makes us all hard. Not sure if the sale is still live, but check them out. Great gifts for pet lovers. Yes, you can get even harder with this, but again, you do want to make sure that you're saying this in a third-person perspective. These ads are going to absolutely cook for you if they feel natural, if they feel like not the company put it together, but somebody else, a third person, put them together. We'll go ahead and download that. And I'm going to directly inject these into our ad account. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. I'll have this template down below that you can utilize. Highly recommend injecting this style of content inside of your ad accounts, and let me know in the comments below how they perform. Cheers.